Okay, like, how was you feeling, bro? Feeling like a fool, right? Feel fantastic. Which one would you be, though? Mr. Fantastic, got some money like elastic. Every church I go, you smoke a reggae.
I am not exaggerating when I say that once you put this mod in your game, it is a life changer. You will literally not be able to play The Sims without it once you start playing with it. It could be pretty overwhelming. There's just so many options and so many things to do. I'm just gonna kind of break it down for you. Your life will change. But basically, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is actually go to the MC Command Center site. I'll put it in the description. That way you guys can click on it and just go directly to it. Then you're gonna see here MC Woohoo and MC Command Center. So you're just gonna wanna click on both of those. This video, I will not be showing you how to get mods. I'm just gonna be showing you how to get MC Command Center. But if you do wanna learn how to do that, there are some other videos. I could probably give you a couple links. I have a couple mods in here, so your mods folder probably won't look like this. The first thing you're gonna want to do is go to your downloads, and as you can, oh my god, my voice is leaving me. So as you can see, you got MC Woohoo and MC Command Center. It should just look like how it looks right here. And then as you're gonna see, it has like a little zip button. Basically, you're just going to want to extract this to the same spot. And then you're good, and do the same thing with both of those. Now you have your two ones extracted, and you can go inside of them and see all of the stuff. Basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to open up your mods folder. You're going to drag them over into your mods. So I just leave them out in the open in the mods. I don't put them in folders because the more folders you put, especially with script mods, the more difficult it is to actually have the mod work in your game. So I suggest just leaving it out in the open. And we're just gonna drag it in here, and boom, you should see your MC Command Center, and it should work. So yeah, I hope this works for you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments because I will be responding to questions, because I know I'm really bad at explaining things, so just feel free to ask me any questions. So now that we've downloaded it, we're just gonna go ahead and open up The Sims 4, and I'm gonna show you exactly what it should look like. Okay, so loading in, you should see your little mod screen. If you don't have any mods, yours should not look anything like this. The only thing you want to look for under your script mods, you should see your MC Command Center, everything. I have some other script mods, so just make sure that you see the same file that it says in your documents, and you should be good to go. So basically, I'm just here with a random sim. You can use it on your mailbox. You can click on your sim and it should come up. But what you are gonna need, that's gonna give you the most options, I guess, is you're going to need a computer. You don't need your sim to actually come over here and interact with the computer, you just need one. You're gonna wanna click on it and you're gonna see MC Command Center. And you're probably like, girl, I don't wanna go through all of that. That's so much to do. But I'm gonna show you exactly what you wanna put your settings to. And this video could also be helpful if you like uninstalled MC Command Center because you needed to update your game or something, and you have to put your settings back and you're like, oh my gosh. So first off, clicking on MCCC settings, you're gonna see an array of options. If you want to enable auto saving into your game, I suggest you do that. I personally don't care for auto saving. It just creates a lot of files, and if you don't have like the fastest computer, I don't suggest doing it. But basically, what I do is I like to enable teen parenting, and I just think it makes a lot of sense for gameplay. You can also change who the children move in with you break up, but I tend to just leave that alone. Then you're gonna click on notification console menu settings. So this is stuff that you will get notifications about. The more stuff you enable, the more notifications you'll get, and sometimes that gets annoying. So sometimes I typically just like to enable it for, you know, friends and stuff like that, and I like to enable death notifications for friends as well. Or relatives, whatever, and everything else I typically just like to keep off. And then so you're gonna click on the console command settings. Now this is kind of important because if you're like me and you like to cheat all the time, you don't want to have to type in the cheat codes every single day. You're gonna click on the console command setting, castful edit mode. That means that you don't have to type in the cheat every single time. And testing cheats, I like to keep that enabled, that we don't have to keep typing it in. Headlight effects, I don't like to turn this one on. That's just a personal preference, because if you take this off, you can't see like the names of sims. The hover effects, like the things that go around your sims, I don't care about that. I leave it on. You guys can go ahead and check this stuff out. I tend to leave debug enabled and move objects enabled as well, and free build and gameplay. You can also turn off the text for your phone, but I leave that the same. So back into the main menu, I tend to skip over to MC Cast. If you guys want to look into that, you can. You can go into MC Career, but you can make it to where your teens and children can quit school. Now, for some people, this is like a big deal because they like to have, it's good for storytelling, but I typically leave it off because if your teens want to get a job, like a part-time job, they'll actually quit school just to pursue the part-time job. So I personally don't like that. MC Cleaner is good. For example, if you wanted to go into item cleaner, you could just remove all these items at once. I personally don't touch MC Cleaner behavior. MC clubs gives you a couple more options. I just personally don't deal with clubs in general in my gameplay, but it can allow you to, you know, just like change the club count and just stuff like that you can't do with just regular club cheats. MC Dresser, I would argue, is probably one of the best parts of MC Command Center. It allows you to switch outfits of your Sims without you actually having to make them do the interaction. On the computer, it doesn't show up to do that, but you can create certain settings for different genders. There's a lot going on with MC Dresser, but if there's so many people in your town that just look absolutely ridiculous with their randomized outfits, if you want to fix that up, you can definitely do that in MC Dresser. You can even go as far as to choose an outfit. This will give you the option that automatically they'll change directly into their everyday wear once they're back from work. So yeah, that's MC Dresser. MC Occult is also pretty important. You can also change the abduction and abduction pregnancy settings, because I know that gets on my nerves. I don't want my Sims husband to just go off into space and get pregnant. Population is good for those of you who want to run homeless people out of town to make your game run faster, or allow homeless people to move in and stuff like that. So yeah, I typically don't bother with this because I don't have a problem with a lot of that. The percentage of, you know, baby, toddler, child, whatever, you can have a certain amount of the chance of you getting a, let's say, a child sim in your town higher than, say, a toddler sim. I just leave it the same. MC pregnancy, there is so much going on, and as you can tell, there are just so many options. So I'm just gonna not really explain everything to you, and I'm just gonna tell you the best settings as far as it works for me and what I think is the best. So first, pregnancy and selection. I'm just gonna go straight to ages to run pregnancy, and I'm gonna allow teens and young adults. I like to allow homeless pregnancy. That is something that I don't suggest doing for every computer type, because like I said, it does lag the game the more people you have in your town. I like to put the young adult pregnancy percent kind of high. I prefer like more people in the town, and I like to lower the percentage for, like, you know, teens and stuff. I think young adults is the more prime age to be having kids and stuff. If you want to go ahead and allow pregnancy aging, I know that can help you guys go faster, especially if you're trying to do the 100 baby challenge or something like that. But personally, I don't care. I like when the aging is off because I like my Sims to live longer. Then I like to go into other pregnancy notification settings and then go to show birth notifications. And I like to do for friends and stuff like that, or actually related to household. And just to be fun, I like to go to offspring and click maximum offspring and just set it to 6, just to add more craziness to the game. There's a lot more that goes into MC pregnancy. Those settings I think I have set right now, as far as just to make pregnancy easier or better for your sim. So now let's go on to MC Tuner, interaction, behavior, and autonomy. Now this is kind of cool because it allows options that only occur during certain emotions to always be available. So for example, interaction behavior, I like to have friendly stay the night. That way you can have sleepovers and not have it be so romantic. I also like to have friendly ask if single, because I like to know if Sims are single regardless if I'm trying to get with them or not. And then I like to have all the kisses available. The monster under the bed, girl, turn that off. And I allow teens to move in, and I also allow multiple BFF. It's more realistic. Just to run through the interaction autonomy real fast, I like to keep mischief and mean on, proposals and marriage disabled, flirty on, repairs on, and cleaning on. The last one is MC Woohoo. So woohoo actions. First off, I do not allow family I do allow teens to woohoo though. The same sex try for baby, I like to keep that enabled as well, just to be more inclusive. Personally, I'm not too much into polygamy now. No strings woohoo is kind of for I don't know, your more out there players. Sometimes I turn it on, sometimes I turn it off. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And I like to keep try for baby allowed, of course. And elder try for baby, girl, no, we are not doing that today. So the woohoo pregnancy gives you the option to have, you know, kind of gauge what happens when you get pregnant after woohoo. So I like to put the risky woohoo percent just a you know, a little cheeky 10. And if you do have risky woohoo on, go ahead and use fertility and risky just to make it more crazy. And for try for baby, I tend to want to do it between 80 and 100 because I want it to be easier for me in the sense that I want my Sims to actually get pregnant. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it at a 90. So into woohoo reactions, we got bed sharing. I 100% am cool with bed sharing. Jealousy, I like to keep jealousy on. It makes for some fun things. I definitely do not encourage putting this on unless you have a very scheduled gameplay. And as far as Sims nudity, I typically just don't touch Sims nudity. I don't like to have my Sims be nude. They're just gonna have the pixel blurs. As far as other settings, autonomous woohoo, I enable that. Autonomous try for baby, I enable that. I like to have a little bit of risk. I don't enable extreme woohoo because my Sims, I enabled it once and my Sims time literally went to woohooing all day every day, and that is just too much. So I'm going to come back to the birth control duration and go straight to all moods, birth control, and enable that. That means a little drink that you drink when your Sims get flirty and they don't want to get pregnant. And then back to the birth control duration, 6 hours, because 6 hours goes by really fast, especially if you're on speed 3. And yeah, that is all of MC Command Center when you hit the computer. Now let's go to the mailbox. So you just click on a random mailbox and you can see MC cheats. And then you can do a whole array of things right here. You can go ahead and summon Sims by a name. And then this is the most important part to me. Humanize every alien in town. Humanize every vampire in town. I don't want none of that occult mess. You can delete a whole bunch of people. Even delete the entire female population if you want. This is also, like I said, good for running issues. If you just have too many ghosts running around, girl, delete all the ghosts. No. We don't want any ghosts in here. You can also do some quick cheats for your active house. So if you want to fill everyone's needs in the house, like see, she just got her needs filled. She's happy now. You can make all the walk styles default for a certain age group. You can also change everyone into a specific outfit. Oh no, I just made her lose all her clothes. You can also change the world time. And if you have seasons, you can do some season cheats. You can change it to whatever season you want. And you can also change the weather. What if I want it to be heavy rain, cold? And you can set how long you want it. I'll just have it be for 8 hours. You can also randomize a lightning strike if you want. Will that happen though? Oh girl. Alright, well that was kind of brutal, but you know what I'm saying? You can definitely do all kinds of stuff like that. And the final way to access MC Command Center is actually by clicking on your sim. So if you click on your sim and you click MC Command Center, you're going to see a sim menu. Cheats that work specifically towards your sims. So you can go ahead and modify her in cast if you want. And because I had already turned on full edit mode, things can change really easily. So, you know, I can just go ahead and do all that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. I'm just going to go ahead and give her some clothes real fast. It also gives you sim info, so you can tell her age. You can tell if she's married, where she lives, how many children she has, and you can also do that for any other sim. So this sim walking over here, I can figure out all her info. So MC Cast actually comes in clutch right now because you get to do stuff outside of create a sim without having to load in. So you can select her favorite drink, you can select her voice, you can change the type, make it clear. Everything you can do in Cast, you can kind of just do it outside of Cast. You can change her physique, maybe she's extremely fit, change her personality traits outside of create a sim, randomize body part values, just randomize just anything. So as you can tell, she has changed body types and I haven't even had to go into Cast at all. Then you're going to go to MC Dresser, what I use the most often, and there's a whole bunch of options here, but you're going to see change outfit, and you can change her into anything. Also, you can copy and paste items. So if you want to copy her hair, and then you can go into her different outfit, let's say this one, and you want her to be bald, go ahead and paste her hair. Now she's bald. You don't have to go into Cast at all. Why is my game bugged so hard right now? Hold on. It's not even pausing. I am so sorry that my game is doing this. Why is my game doing this? Okay, so we're back. I don't know what happened to my game. It completely flipped out, but we're gonna try to get her pregnant just by going into MC Command Center. As you can tell, I can have Bjorn's babies if I wanted to. And boom, pregnant with 6 kids. Also, once you're pregnant, you can go ahead and change the phase to whatever. Let's just make her in labor. You can end the pregnancy or pause it, and you can go to flags and you can flag this sim to say never age. You can also right here just straight up turn her into a vampire, and you can add a relationship. Let's say I want her to be Eric's husband. Now she's burning to death and in labor, and I just kind of put this girl through a lot of misery. That's it for MC Command Center. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful and hopefully not boring. I don't know, I'm really bad at explaining things. Like I said, if you were at all confused, don't forget to leave me a comment. I will gladly respond to it. Try my best to help you out and get you on your journey to using this amazing and wonderful mod. So yeah, I will see you all in a little bit. Goodbye. Let's go have this baby at the hospital. She's going in, guys. Corey, Mason, Barrett, Marjorie, Kelly, and Jimena. God, she's burning alive.